Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here for our continued coverage of Vicky and Casey White. Today, we will be discussing the body cam footage of the capture, Vicky's funeral arrangements, and that infamous 911 phone call. Are y'all ready? Let's get into it. Shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
Auntie Advice.
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Auntie's Advice, sweet old auntie. Auntie's Advice. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining this family. And to all of my nieces and my nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. You all, we are continuing in our series. Okay, good. At this point, it's a series of Vicky and Casey White. Hunty. According to an independent .co.uk news world, these mofos staged a dry run of their cotton freaking escape. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. You know, that's just absolutely pathetic that this, like, you know, it's really been hard to believe that a woman of Vicky's caliber will go solo. I mean, I think that is what has intrigued me about this story. There's another story that I want to share with you all. But right now we're going to focus on this one. But it's really unbelievable that a woman of her caliber would mess with a man like this. Like, what could he have been saying to Vicky to convince her to throw it all away and then at the end of the day do what she did? I am about to review with you all, and we're going to look at the footage of the capture. I'm sure a lot of people have already seen it, but for those of you all who have not seen it as of yet, we're going to look at that. If these two people that are sitting here in the front get in the way, I will absolutely move them. Hello, everybody. Hi, y'all. Hello, Carmel Angel 713. You were the first one here. Welcome, boo. She says, I can't wait. Auntie is the best storyteller. Did y'all see the expose? And one of her coworkers said she tans all day and looks more like 75 than 55. Absolutely. That's the guy that said that she wrongfully terminated him. I'm telling you, just so sad. Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to bring up the footage. We're going to look at it together. We're going to stop and pause, and we're going to break it down. Then after that, we're going to be listening to the 911 call from Vicky, and then we will be discussing her funeral arrangements and all that. Now, I'm going to start off by saying viewer discretion is advised. Some of this stuff may be a little bit too much for some of you all. Okay, if it is, it's understandable. Just tap on out. See you later, Auntie. I'm tapping out. Okay, so I want to put that disclaimer and that warning out there. This video is made for the sole purpose of research, discussion, and news reporting. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that I said those things before we got started. Okay. So let me bring up the screen, and we're going to watch the body cam footage. You all ready? Let's get started. I'm going to look and make sure that you all can see. Let's go. Now, what you are currently seeing on the screen is this is directly after the wreckage. This is an officer, I'm assuming, who got there late. Okay, got to the party late. And we are currently seeing the vehicle tossed over. They said that what they did was a pit maneuver. The Indiana police officers have indicated that had they not done this pit maneuver, that Casey and Vicky were ready to do an all out, get out, shoot out with the police officers. But in her 911 call, I didn't hear that. I know that this is what Casey said, but Casey it can't be trusted. So I'm not sure, because when we listen to the 911 phone call that Vicky made to the dispatcher, it doesn't seem that she was in that type of shoot about bang bang, wild wild west type of mood. But we'll get to that shortly. Okay. But right now what we're seeing is them pulling Casey out of the car. The car is still flipped over. And of course, as we know, Vicky is still in the car. So let's continue. So right now, as you all can see, they are doing a regular police maneuver where they have Casey on the ground on his belly, and they are handcuffing him. Now, as you all remember, they were talking about Casey White's stature. They had already said that Casey White was 6'9". As you see him walking beside these two gentlemen, looking back at the car, Casey is huge, bitch. This man is huge. Now, of course, we know that he is a felon. He is already facing 75 years for a capital murder charge. But when you see him walking with these other men, you can really see how big this guy was. A woman like me standing at 5'3" and I'm putting my half on there would have no chance with him. Now, of course, we all know that Vicky was, of course, 5 feet something. So that's why, they had put out this composite of what it would look like to see the two of them together. She had to put this mofo in a wheelchair. Okay? Good God. So I want you all to just see how he is towering over these men. Let's go back. Look at the height difference in him and these men. What a huge difference. Can you all see? Look at the difference. Huge difference. Now, at this time, it is reported that Casey allegedly said that my wife shot herself and I didn't do it. Now, I don't know why he referred to her as his wife. Did they hire somebody to marry them? Did they have a secret rendezvous? Like, when did Vicky become his wife? We all know, the police officers know, that neither Casey or Vicky are married to each other. They have been saying from the very beginning that although the two of them had the same last name, that they were not married to one another. So where the hell is he coming with the wife? He wants to make sure, okay, that he does not get hit with another charge. But at this point, 75 years, what difference do it make? You understand what I'm saying? But now the reality of him being with a police officer has come to his mind because, see, he don't want to be charged with nothing like that. Let's continue.
Yeah. Take a right.
Now, this is a view from another vehicle that you all are looking at. Okay, this is another officer who was coming onto the scene. Now, I see that Fabulous Me said he has messed up teeth too. Now, what they're wondering is a lot of people have been questioning whether or not he lost that tooth as a result of the Cadillac being flipped over. So they're not really sure. Now, I don't see any kind of, blood coming out of his mouth or anything like that. It does appear that there is like some kind of scars and stuff like that on his head, but I'm not really sure. He probably just a ragamuffin with a raggedy mouth. So I don't even see how Vicky was kissing him. But then again, Vicky has surprised us on every level, honey. Even stopped off at the store. Wait a minute. This is the thing. Vicky stopped off at the Mofo store the day before she put him out. She got him out of prison. She stopped off at the local Kohl's and picked up men clothes, and then went to the toy shop and got some toys that she wanted to use with Casey. She said, I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. He had love on his mind. Honey, in a few days, he would have ditched her tail. But girlfriend stops off at a sex store and picks up toys. You can't make this stuff up. Let's continue.
Oh, he's right here.
Now, as you can see, this is the officer who's coming on the scene who has missed the fact that they got Casey, because Casey's nowhere around. The last time we saw Casey, he was on the ground. If you noticed in the video, one of the police officers jumped out the car before the car even stopped running. Okay, he was like, I need to be on the scene with the gangster lean. I need to find out what the hell is going on, what condition she is in. Okay.
Hey, we need to clear some of this shit out of the way so we can get. Okay.
So he said we need to clear some of this out the way. Okay? Because at this point, I'm sure that they have seen that she is in bad condition. At this point, they have already ID'd it as Vicky. Vicky is still in the vehicle. Okay? She's still in the vehicle. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, he shot it. David, you good here? Yeah.
So now they have identified, for all of you all who are having a hard time listening, they have identified that Vicky is in the vehicle. She is not conscious. She has injured herself at this point, and she still has the gun in her hand. Okay?
Got the gun in her hand? All right, watch it. Hey, let's go ahead and pop. Let's go ahead and pop this front windshield. She's got the gun in her hand.
So one of the police officers said, let's pop this windshield. Now, you know, they're in the midst of all of this turmoil and stuff like that, right? So I'm sure that, you know, they're making decisions, having to make decisions on the spot. But when he said, let's pop this windshield, he kind of got brushed off, right? Because right now they found Vicky. Vicky's in the car. She has the gun. So they don't know whether or not she's dead or alive. They do know that she's conscious. She's unconscious. But they don't know whether or not, you know, something may trigger the gun to go off. And so now, right now, they're losing precious life-saving time. But unfortunately for Vicky, this is the decision that they had to make, because, girlfriend, you laying out there, okay, lost and turned out. She's lost and turned out. Okay, she's lost and turned out with a gun in her hand. So they have no other choice but to try to make a decision so that nobody else gets hurt. Okay, let's go.
She's still breathing. Okay. Yes. Still breathing. Would it be better if we try to pull the vehicle back? Would it be safer?
So they've identified that she is indeed still breathing, and they're trying to figure out how is the best way to get Vicky out of this car.
Need any iPad?
They said her finger is still on the trigger.
Where's he anybody got a hood? Maybe. waiting too far. See. What's your unit call? Okay. Hey, Kurt. You got a Halligan? Yeah. Bring that Halligan. Is it a land? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. I got glasses. What do you expect? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So listen. Right up front. That's got limited in it. That's not gonna break. Okay. Yeah.
So the guy comes back. They still trying to figure out how to get her out of the car. They are alleging that the gun is still in her hand with her fingers still on the trigger. So they're trying to figure out how to get into this car.
Or if we can break this sunroof here, get in there. Yeah. Hey, here, we've got the house right here. You want to try to break the sunroof here too? Pull her out through there. Well, I think we can get the gun. That'd probably be easier in the windshield.
So I like the fact that they did at least blur this out to give her some dignity in her death. What she did not do was, what she did wasn't dignified. But I appreciate the fact that these police officers, these law enforcement officers, gave her some dignity by covering it up.
It's a little open. You got cover? Yeah. It's opening. It's opening. Just be careful, dude. Yeah.
So as you all can see, we can now, they now have figured out that all they had to do was open up the door. But again, when you are under pressure like that, you have all this stuff going on, you don't know. So as you all can see, Vicky is blurred. She's laying at the door, and they're now going in and trying to secure the weapon. And they are trying to pull her out.
You got me? I'm gonna go for the gun first. Okay, I'm gonna go for the gun. All right. I'm gonna grab it. I need a little bit. All right, pull me out. All right, I got it. All right. Seem safe. Hear me pull it out? Yeah. Somebody pull me. Ready? Come on. Keep going. Thanks, man. Hey, go get cleaned up. Go, here, hold on. Oh, well, can somebody kind of hook me up real fast? He needs to get cleaned up, dude. Here, hold on. Hey, go to them and see Gabby wipes on you.
I wonder if that deed was that good. Aren't y'all curious about the deed? Was this not about the deed? Was it about the deed? Like, was the deed good? Was like the deed worth dying for? I've been looking at so many news stories and crimes that are being committed by these women out here for the day. The next thing that you all going to be hearing is the 911 call that Vicky made, which makes me believe that this was a last that Vicky didn't really want to do what she did, but I think that in the moment, Vicky felt like she did not have a choice. And that's sad when you think that what you have done is so bad that you don't have a choice to live. So I want to bring that up on the screen and we're going to review it.
Airbags are going off.
Okay, so she says, oh God, the airbags are going off. Let's get out and run. So in my opinion, just by Vicky saying, let's get out and run, that her first instinct was not to kill herself. That's my opinion. Because why do you want to get out and run? You want to get out of the situation alive. Now, you're surrounded by all these police officers. They've been watching your ass for days, Vicky. For days. Now, Vicky, according to reports, was stayed up in a hotel. They had went and found an F-150 or stolen an F-150, left it at the car wash, and left the F-150. A gentleman, who owns it, was going in and out and trying to figure out, what was going on. And he tied one and one together and out came, boop, two. He said that this got to be the guy from Alabama. Using his surveillance camera, they saw the Cadillac and they saw Vicky go and pick up Casey. Right? And as a result, one of the other police officers was driving around hotels and he spotted the Cadillac at the hotel. Come to find out, y'all, that they had given a homeless guy who lived in the town that the people knew some money for him to book the hotel for them. Now, that was smart. I wouldn't have thought about that, but that was a little smart there. Okay, but I guess because I don't have a criminal mind, bitch, I wouldn't even have thought that. But they were like, okay, he's homeless. He lives in the area. The hotel guy probably knows him. And so they decided to stay in the hotel. They had been in a hotel for 6 days. They were going in and out of the hotel with different wigs and stuff on because they found $29,000 in cash. And I was like, bitch, how in the hell do you spend almost $70,000 in a matter of a cotton freaking week or so? Making unwise decisions. Totally unwise decision. But they decided that they were going to stay in this hotel for 14 days. The two of them were tired of running. And they thought, okay, we're going to lay low somewhere, right? And we're going to, let the heat go down. No, Vicky, bitch. I don't want a bitch to dead. But you ain't got nowhere to lay low at. They found $29,000 in cash. They found guns, and they also found wigs and camping gear. Now they were trying to make a decision when they located the Cadillac, and they had already been watching them. They were trying to make a decision about whether or not they were going to go in and ambush their asses. Okay. But as soon as they was, talking about, how we going to go up in there and strategizing, out comes Vicky out of the damn hotel. Now, one of the things that Vicky said, we should have stayed in the fucking hotel. this sentence, you see this sentence where it says airbags are going off, let's get out, run. That ... they believe that she said, they can't hear it clearly though, but they believe that she said we should have stayed in the fucking hotel. But they had already identified the vehicle, Vicky. So it didn't make a difference if you stayed there or not. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Let's get out, run. Hotel.
Now, what confuses me about that, I know that the coroner has indicated that Vicky, okay, here's the thing. And this is just hypothetical, just me stringing some together. I'm not an expert on any of this. I'm just talking to y'all, right? Vicky said the stuff is going off. The airbags are going off. We should have stayed in the fucking hotel. And then all of a sudden, you hear a scream and a shot. But the coroner ruled it as it was a self-inflicted wound. Now, there is allegedly another version of this where Vicky calls and says, look, I got a damn gun in my hand. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, okay, I found it. So let's listen to this one. So this is going to be audio only, okay? Audio only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Arizona, 911. Hello? John. Airbags are going on. Let's get out, run. Get a fucking hotel. Hello?
Let's listen to that again.
Arizona, 911. Hello? John. Airbags are going on. Let's get out, run. Get a fucking hotel. Hello?
Now I think I understand what happened. From what it sounds like is when she was talking about the airbags going off, this must be when they did the pit maneuver and the car started crashing, because remember they had started going across grass. So while it sounds like a shot, I'm thinking that what it is that they started crashing. But she called and said, I have a gun in my hand. But she told him, we need to get out and run. We should have stayed at the fucking hotel. So I want to make sure I clarify that now listening to this other tape, it sounds as if the car started wrecking, because the only way that the airbags is going off is if you're starting to hit something that is causing those airbags to engage. They don't just engage when your ass is on the street driving 150 miles per hour, okay? But the coroner has ruled that it was the same gun that was in her hand was the gun that was used, the gun that was used in her death, and that he did not do it. Okay. Now there was another report that was indicating from the sheriff in Indiana, where the sheriff in Indiana indicated that Vicky was driving the car. Where Sheriff Rick Singleton was correct. It was Casey who was driving the car. Now this month been in jail, I don't know how long. So why is he driving the car? This bitch ain't got no. You know what? I ain't even gonna go to him. So that is the 911 call that she made to them, and I don't know why she called 911. Bitch, you a criminal. You a whole criminal. I don't understand what was her need to call 911. Did she feel, was she trying to pull rank as an officer? Did she feel like she was entitled to get them to call off the pursuit? Like, I don't know what she was thinking, how her mind was thinking. It's just the privilege of it all, in my opinion. Because at this point, you're no longer seen as a police officer. You're no longer seen and given the same respect you would have been given had he had kidnapped her ass or something. At this point, these police officers are seeing you as a criminal who is armed and dangerous. And so to call 911 was a tactic to do what? Y'all let me know down in the comment section why y'all thought or why you think that she did that. Like, I don't have any understanding why she did that. And then say, look, I got this in my hand, right? Now, according to the police officers, Casey gets his bitch ass out, okay? And he talking about we was going to have a shoot 'em out, gang, gang, bang, bang. Well, you didn't have the time to think about it because you got a homeless man to pay for you to stay in a hotel for 14 days. You still had time on the clock, right? You still had, 8 days remaining on the clock. You had no idea that these police officers were sitting outside, that they had already identified you, that they were just waiting for an opportunity to ambush you. So for Casey to say that it was our intention to do this here, lying mother, okay? I don't believe a god thing that he says out of his mouth. His testimony, his I'm trying to be nice. Don't nobody believe this mother. Who believes a criminal like him? Now, I saw that someone said that they went into the sex store to buy wigs. That was not the only thing that she brought out of the store. Just wanted to clear that up. Okay. Just wanted to clear that up. So, the dramatic police footage captured the moment capital murder suspect Casey White was apprehended in Indiana and his prison guard lover Vicky White's body was pulled from the crash vehicle. As we all know, it was a 10-day manhunt for Vicky, who was 56 years old, a correctional officer who had been working in that prison all her life. Okay. Miss White died from what a coroner ruled to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And then White bitch ass was taken into custody. As he was handcuffed, he allegedly told the officers to help his wife and insisted he did not shoot her. Okay. The pair was said to have been in a romantic relationship for about 2 years, but police say they were not married. Meanwhile, Miss White's last words was revealed in a chilling 911 call, where she said, "Let's get out and run," and blames White for wanting to stay at a fucking motel. Moments later, apparently doing what she had to do. Now, I want to tell you all about her funeral arrangements. Hold on, y'all. Let me find his funeral arrangements. I thought it was on this, but it isn't. Hold on. I believe it's this Sunday. Hold on, y'all. Let me look it up, okay? This is live and in living color. So it says Vicky Sue White. Let me bring it up. So we can read it together. So here it is. They didn't put a picture out here, of course. So it says Vicky Sue White, 2022. Vicky Sue White, 56 of Lexington, Alabama, passed away on May 9th. Vicky was the assistant director for the Lauderdale County Detention Center. She is survived by her mom, her dad, her brothers, a nephew. They said there will be a graveside service for Vicky. I'm hoping that you all can see this. Nope, you can't. Let me change this out so you all can see this. Okay, can you all see it now? I apologize. Don't cuss me out. Do not cuss me out. So this is on the funeral home's webpage for Vicky Sue White of 56 of Lexington. You can see who her mom is, her dad. They said there will be a graveside service for Vicky on Saturday, May 14th, which is in 2 days, at 1 p.m. at Center Hill Cemetery. The pallbearers will be Hunter Ray, Shannon Davis, Robbie Jones, James Buddy Davis, Charles Allen, and Dylan. They said to send flowers or send a tree. Okay, I don't know. Let's go to this tribute wall. What is people saying on this tribute wall? So people are sending flowers. So people have have put some tributes out there to her. Y'all see those on the wall. Okay. Somebody said from one police officer to another one. So, they're trying to respect the position and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know what Vicky, what makes women or drive women to do this kind of stuff. I've said that repeatedly because it keeps going on around in my head. I guess you never know, what people are going through because as I had said in a previous video, her husband died of Parkinson's disease. So I don't know if Vicky was, stepping out while she was taking care of her husband, that this was like a release, a relax, a relate release for her. I can't fathom it. I can't understand where Vicky is. But I have been told by many of you all who have hit me up in my emails that there are other women and other men who fall in love with these prisoners. See, when you ain't got number time on your hand, bitch, you gonna learn a poem. You gonna learn a riddle. You gonna learn how to draw or get someone to draw a picture for someone for you. You gonna learn how to cornrow. Like you gonna learn how to do a whole lot of stuff because you ain't got nothing but time. These mofos that be out on the street and that we date from time to time, they don't have all that time on their hand to run game. But these prisoners, day in and day out, have learned the art of manipulation. He probably was talking some good to Vicky. Probably had her going home, honey, with a sponge in her drawers. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't mean to get like that, but I'm just saying she had to have had a sponge in her drawers to take a whole cotton freaking 17-year career. Thank you so much, Hanging with Courtney, for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, boo. He must have been talking all kinds to Vicky. And knowing that she was going through everything that she was going through, she was a perfect victim. Now, is Vicky a victim? They allege that Vicky planned this whole thing out and did a damn dry run. A dry run. How in the hell do you do a dry run on a prison break? But allegedly, that's what Vicky did. It's so cotton freaking sad because we'll never know the truth. From my understanding, allegedly, Casey is now saying that the crime that he confessed to, bitch, he recanted his story. He said, I ain't do that. I ain't do that. And because Vicky is not here to tell her story, we'll never know the truth. Because unfortunately, Casey cannot be trusted. He can't be trusted with the truth. This bitch can't even be trusted with a lie. Because allegedly he had already confessed to a murder, and now the bitch saying he ain't never do it. What? Where they do that at? Vicky probably should have, while she was going through what she was going through with her husband, she should have been seeking counseling. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with you seeking counseling, having someone to talk to in your deepest and darkest hour. I know that she felt like I'm in this and I'm too far gone. No, Randy, she did not have any children. She did not have any children. And she really needed to talk to someone while she was taking care of her husband, who is now deceased. Good girls go bad all the time. Bad men go bad all, you know what I'm saying? But this story has captured our attention, not only because she was a good girl, but because we understand what it takes as a woman to climb up the ranks. It's not a small feat. And to just take it and throw it all away, I will never understand it. I don't know if Vicky ass left a letter that somebody ain't found yet. Look, could be all. I don't know what she's done. And I think that the reason why she did um what she did is because she could not face the embarrassment, and she did not want to be accountable to those people who had looked up to her. Thank you so much, Erky Yoga, Live, Love, Laugh, for the $5 super chat. I'm asking for a friend. He's going to play victim and blame her. Dang, Vicky. Absolutely. Absolutely. Freaking Lutely, Yerky. Erky. Sorry. It's Erky. It's just, we'll never know the truth. We'll never know what motivated her to do this. I was just so hoping, bitch. And you know what? I'm sure that in my mind and just in my heart of hearts that they had agreed to do this together. If they were going to go out, they were going to go out together. And the sad part about it is that she kept her end of the deal and he didn't. And then he gets out and say, I didn't do it. Only thinking about himself. Even in her death, this mother was selfish. Now, did he say, check on my wife, go check on my wife? You ain't see that. But the first thing that he said out of his mouth was, I didn't do this. She did it to herself. Like it make a difference if you get another charge on your ass. Now, I understand that they're going to be charging him, but I'm like, for the fuck, why? Why even? Now, I know he has a right to due process and all that kind of stuff, but why even waste the court's time, bitch, and the taxpayers' money for a mofo like him? Why waste money on this piece of right here? He already got 75 years. He'll never see the light of day. And then the thing about it is, many people thought that they were going to be taking him back down to that same damn Alabama. Bitch, no, they not. They ain't taking him. They said, no, we, that's all right. I'm Sheriff Rick Singleton. We got this. But Sheriff Rick Singleton said, I'm going to tell you right now, kid never get out. He said, I don't care if he got to sue me. He ain't getting out. But that detention center is not where he needs to be. He don't need to be there. He need to be in a federal prison system where marshals is going to be on his ass. Where his shackles ain't going to be looking like a waist belt. It's okay. The little cute little waist belts. His shackles ain't going to be looking like that. It's going to be looking like an anchor off of a motherfucking ship. He can barely walk with it. They're going to have to really put him in a wheelchair because the chains on it's going to be so. The thing about it that made me angry with Vicky. And yes, I did get angry with Vicky. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I know that Vicky thought that she was doing this for love. I know Vicky thought that. But in Vicky's thoughts about love and Vicky's actions, she was selfish. Because she did not think about the families that were affected by this. She didn't think about the revenge that he wanted to get on or inflict upon someone, right? Because there was another woman that got away, a girlfriend that got away, that he had made threats to and said, if I so ever as much as get my pinky toe out, I'm coming after you. And Vicky, in her actions, did not think about that woman who had to eventually go into hiding. She said her and her family got some straight up equipment waiting on his ass should he show up. But she didn't think about how that was going to affect other people, how him being out affected people who probably used to run with him and snitched on him, people, the witnesses who helped to convict him. She didn't think about how this would affect those people. And that's what made me angry with Vicky. I know that, women do stuff for the D. But when you do stuff like this and then you don't take accountability for it, because you got to take accountability for the stuff that you do. And Vicky did not want to take accountability for her. She didn't. And she knew she was dead ass wrong. And see, the thing about it is, one article is indicating that she told Casey we should not have stayed in the hotel. We should not have stayed in the hotel. But Vicky, you are the one with the sense. You should have insisted that y'all stay out in the woods, bitch. But she let this man manipulate her and control her. Because, see, what he wanted was a cotton freaking cot. He wanted a comfortable bed to stay in. He had stayed in those other bunkers and them other beds. And he's 6'9". I know he was hanging off that mother. He probably was damn near sleeping on the wall. And so now he has this artificial sense of freedom, because he wasn't never going to be free. And he convinces Vicky, who knows better, to stay in a hotel for 14 fucking days. Bitch, you is not on the Carnival Cruise Line. You're not on vacation. You're a fugitive. So while one of them says, she said we should have stayed in a hotel, I do believe that the second suggestion is we should not have stayed, because they indicated that there was camping gear in the car. She would have did better if she got the homeless man to get a damn Airbnb. But see, you got to be on the list for Airbnb. I'm sure there was some rinky-dinky abandoned ass homes that they could have stayed in. But guess what? Casey was too good to stay in there. This bitch needed to be in a hotel. He was too good to stay in a cabin in the woods, bitch. Mofo, I'm out here acting a fool with you. We staying in a cabin, an abandoned building up around this. Okay, we about to be squatters out this. We about to be squatters, because squatters got rights. If I come squat up in your damn house, I got rights, bitch. You can't put me out because I've been living up in your house. I think the key thing that really fucked them out was the fact that Vicky, when she brought that car, she did not think to pop the hood on it, get the inspection sticker, and make sure it was a good car, because they dumped that car day A. Day A. They dumped that car. Vicky, I hope that you rested in peace, but I doubt it. Nobody wants to see anyone take their life. Nobody. And so my heart of compassion goes out to you and your family. Because the thing about it is when you do stuff like that, it now falls on your family to have to carry the weight because you didn't stick around to take accountability for it. And while they did not commit that crime, they had to do with it. Your mama, your brother, your daddy, none of them had anything to do with it. It will forever be a mark that your family will have to live with. That their sister, their daughter, their aunt did some bull like this. So my condolences to the family who got to live with this mess that she done did. We will continue to stay posted on this because, there's a lot of, information and misinformation that is going around. And so, we have to find out, what the real truth is up in this, because we don't know what the real truth is. And we damn sure ain't getting it out of Casey. But I'm glad that all of those people who have been a victim to his crimes are at peace again and they can sleep at night again. And hopefully there's not another person down there that's in love with Casey, because Casey ain't. Thank you so much, y'all, for being here. Thank you so much to the two young ladies who super chatted me. I truly appreciate that. Thank you to my moderators who always keep the room nice and safe. Y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I love you all to pieces, and you all have a